Now, I see a lot of haters. I've been seeing a lot of haters. You know what I'm saying? Right on, David. Right on, fam. Right on. I've been seeing a lot of haters. You know, Debo, look, listen. I tell everybody, Debo wanted to leave. Debo wanted to leave. What up, Fern? What up, Sergeant at Arms? You feel me? Yeah, Debo wanted to leave. Don't try to make nobody stay. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to make nobody stay. You know what I'm saying? Just chilling. You know what I'm saying? David, right on, fam, right on. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, we got a 5th round pick for Debo. You feel me? We got and that 5th round pick might come up handy. I'm telling you. You see that 4th round pick we got for Trey Lance, that Malik Mustafa. Right on, Uncle Frank. Right on, fam. So we got hitters. You feel me? That's why I said we draft good in them later rounds. You feel me? Right on, Steve. Right on, Steve. My dog Fern, Sergeant at Arms. Sergeant at Arms, Fern. You feel me? So now, I want to, Raider fans, if there's any Raider fans in here, you got to explain something to me. I mean, they got to, you feel me? Right on, David. Right on, you know what I'm saying? Fern, my dog, you feel me? Right on, Steve. Right on, Steve. Hey, Steve been holding it down for a minute. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Right on, fam. Raider fans, help me understand. You gave Max Crosby all that money. You know for a fact you not going, he won't see a Super Bowl. You know Max Crosby will not see no Super Bowl. You know that for a fact. He won't see the Super Bowl. He won't see no Super Bowl. So you just gave him a bunch of money, so I guess he can retire or whatever it is later on. And then you got Pete Carroll. And then you go get Geno Smith. Talk to me. Because Pete Carroll was just in Seattle with Geno Smith. Now, Pete Carroll wanted to backdoor and go somewhere else and still get Geno's a bum. Geno's a bum. Raiders, you still gonna be garbage. Raiders, let me help you out. You still gonna be garbage. Look, thank you, Bear fan. The Seattle Raiders. You feel me? Listen, Raiders, you still gonna be garbage. You feel me? You said better than Carr and Mitch. You're not better than Carr. No, Carr was better than him. Remember Carr at least got him to the playoffs. Once upon a time, back in the day, years and years and years ago. He at least got him there. You feel me? Geno's a bum. Geno's a bum. I know what he tried to do, though. I know what what's his name? Pete Carroll tried to do. He got out of the NFC West. See, Pete Carroll said Pete Carroll's willing to get all the Seattle Cats and be down there with the Raiders. He had to get out of the NFC West. You know why he got out of the NFC West? Huh? Because when he left, after that beating that Purdy gave him, he said, we cannot beat that kid. We cannot beat that kid. You feel me? And once he seen that he couldn't be, Pete Carroll was gone. Now he didn't uprooted with the Raiders, and he trying to bring Seattle players down there. Somebody said they was trying to get DK Metcalf. Why? You see, this is what happens when you get multiple beatings by the Niners. And let me tell you, not just multiple beatings. When the Niners have a season like they had last year, where they well rested, Pete Carroll knows what's about to happen this year in the NFC West. He knows. Go. History tells you the Niners going to be relentless. And he said, man, let's get the hell out of there. At least when they get their ass whooped down there with the Raiders, they can say, oh, well, Kansas City Chiefs. Or he went back down there with Harbaugh. Come on, man. Come on. You know what I'm saying? How far do you think Okay, you said, hold on, what's that, McGillian, whatever, McGillian? You said you're not a Niners fan, but how far do you think you guys can make it next season? A Super Bowl. I'm telling you the truth right now, Super Bowl. That's how far the Niners are going next year. Super Bowl. He asked the question, I'm telling him. Super Bowl. Thank you, Jordan. You feel me? And let me explain something too, because people be trying to, well, y'all schedule. I don't care if I say the schedule is soft. I don't care. I don't care. We played so many hard schedules for so many years. We're at the top of the echelon when it comes to we played everybody. We played everybody. I remember the first game a couple years ago, we had to go into Pittsburgh and play them. We had to go in there. Come on now, man. And you got to remember, the Steelers, they're good for about 5, 6, 7, 8 games, and then they kind of tail off. But the first couple of games at they home, oh, they're going to win. See? Give me a soft schedule. I want the softest. Hold on, let me hear what you're saying. Let me see. You says, y'all can't make a Super Bowl of soup, much less the NFL. What is your team again, the true one? What is your team? What is your team? So I can address you. You name the true one. Oh, so you all of a sudden, okay, let me explain something to you. You see, because like I said, I see a lot of Eagles fans mysteriously popping up. That's okay. That's okay. I know how to deal with you. How many Super Bowls do the Eagles have? Because I'm addressing you. You came on the Niner platform, so I gotta address you. You gotta remember. Usually I told you, if you ain't got 5 or more, you're not supposed to be talking to me. See, but I ain't gonna do you like that. But I'm not gonna do you like that. I'm not gonna do you like that. Like I said, you said, all right, well, you're not gonna do this because you tried to be insulting. Now, the Eagles have been around for a minute. Now, we're not going to make this an Eagle Niner thing. We're not going to do that. You won the Super Bowl. Congratulations. But I doubt that's your team. Remember when everybody, Niners, remember when it was Kansas City fans all in here? All it was Kansas City. KC. Remember that? Now, all of a sudden, everybody's an Eagle fan. That's why I said I don't even, you can't buy into it. You feel me? You can't buy into it. You know what I'm saying? You just can't buy into it. I'm telling you, I go back. It was everybody was Chiefs, Pat Mahomes. That's all it was. That's why they do this all the time. Absolutely, I blame the public school system because they don't know how to be original. You don't know, and they so scared, and I don't know why. Why are you scared to represent your own team? Why are you scared? Why are you scared, man? So now you try to troll, so you come in here, say something derogatory and negative about the Niners. And when I say, what's your team? Everybody says the Eagles. So if that's the case, only time you come in here and say anything about the Eagles is because you're being derogatory towards the Niners. Now you're trying to explain. I want you to see him explaining. We call it explaining. He says, I'm an Eagle fan because my college team is Georgia Bulldogs. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to hear none of that, dude. Sergeant at Arms. See, this is how we deal with that. I'm gonna tell y'all how we deal with that. You know what I'm saying? See, you know how we deal with that? Booyah, he's gone. You see that? You see how quickly that was? He tried to come in here troll, and when he knew he was done, he tried to explain. We ain't taking no explaining. The Niners are taking no explaining this year. None. We going to the Super Bowl. First of all, wait. We're going to win the division. That's facts. We winning the division. That's facts. All them little bum teams that we got to play, they're done. You know what I'm saying? You need one. Send me an invite, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, Dre Greenlaw, he wants to. They said they was gonna give him a 1-year deal, a 1-year prove-it deal. Yeah, I already said that, Gino, to the rest. But they wanted to give Dre Greenlaw a 1-year prove-it deal. He said no. He wanted to, and I understand he want to make big money. You feel me? Because you know that 1-year prove-it deal. Yeah, I'm gonna give you 1 year, and I might give you what they give him, $9 million. All right. And you get injured. That's it. You feel me? You that $9 million, and in California, that's like 4 million, 3 million. They don't call it the Golden State for nothing. You feel me? So he gonna go free agency, and hopefully somebody. You see, I forgot what they just gave Bobby Wagner. He gonna try to go for that type of money. Yeah, he gonna try to go for that type of money. Like I said, just DM me at Caleb Sports Dude. Now I'll join it. You know what I'm saying? So what's name gonna try to get that type of money? You know what I'm saying? Jose, of course. You feel me? Yeah, and so we would like to keep Dre Greenlaw. Who we gonna draft? Who they need to draft? And we got a lot of draft picks. You know what I'm saying? They got to go for a tackle or a defensive end. What up, Catboy? Sergeant at Arms. Security, tearing their ass up. Yeah, that O-line going to be addressed. The O-line going to be addressed. If you notice, it's a lot of free agent. See, remember when we got rid of Debo? All in the media was Debo this, Debo. A lot of people got let go. So now they can't really just focus on Debo no more. They was like, Debo. Devontae Adams. Hold on, Devontae Adams. Oh, Debo. DK Metcalf want to leave. They got rid of the O-lineman from the Chiefs. We can't just talk about Debo. It's all type of motherfuckers. You feel me? Yeah, but we got some hitters in-house, but they gonna replace him. But we do got some good players in-house. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? You got to remember Christian McCaffrey's coming back 100%. Who else coming back 100%? Trent Williams, 100%. Why would somebody need to replace Purdy? That's just what. Are you trolling? Are you trolling? Let me know if you're trolling. We can fix it. I'm gonna help you fix it. You feel me? You said Niner fans have that cowboy delusion. Like your mother? Do your mother have that cowboy delusion? I'm asking. No, I'm not seeing that's the thing. You probably think I'm trolling. Do your mother have that cowboy delusion? You see how that goes? When you trying to troll and somebody just talk about your mother, that feels bad. You feel bad, don't you? See? And then get booted out. I mean, is it worth it? No, they think about keeping Moody. Because he was in, they saying he missed them kicks because he was injured last year. But what I would do for Moody is I would get me another kicker. But the problem with getting another kicker, you don't want to just keep a kicker on the roster when we can have another O-lineman or a defensive end. I don't want you, because the only thing a kicker do is kick. I draft another running back. We got Garindo. What about Garindo? Y'all didn't see him play last year? Yeah, the reason the kicker started getting hurt because the special teams was garbage. Your kicker is not supposed to get hurt. Your kicker is not supposed to be making tackles. I blame special teams for that. Your kicker is supposed to do their job. Kick, not make tackles. He's your last line of defense, so he's got to do what he got to do. That's Wisniewski or the other dude. He got hurt making tackles. You know what I'm saying? I have no idea. I don't really care who we play in the NFC Championship. I do not care. Give me the weakest. I don't get whatever it is, whatever the easiest route is to the Super Bowl. See, I understand what people want to do. They want to say, well, give them the Eagles or the Lions. I don't care. I don't even care. Let me tell you something, man. At the Eagles' peak, at the Lions' peak, we have played every team. I'm not scared of no team, but I'm tired of, everybody want this. Oh, you should do. I don't care about all that. Give me the easiest route. Give me the easiest route to the Super Bowl, man. I'm done trying to impress other people by playing the hardest teams. At Niners, we've done that. We've done that. Got to go on the road and play all these teams. Last year, come on now, man. Let me tell you something. You tell me. Will they ever do a team like they did us last year? Every Super Bowl team, every playoff team, every team we played, we had to go to their home and they was coming off a bye. It was back to back. It was back to back. You know what I'm saying? And we already was injured. We got to pay the bills coming off a bye at their home, way over there. The Chiefs, they came to play us, but they was coming off a bye. The damn Cowboy, everybody, the Packers, everybody, we on a bye. They coming off a bye, and we got to play them. We didn't get no rest. They was coming off a bye. The league was trying to do us dirty. They knew what it was. That's why I'm not even worried about it. I don't care. I'm not trying to impress nobody. I don't care about any other team. It's Niners. I don't care. Let me explain something to you. See, that's where people get it messed up at. Only real Niners understand. We've already proved it when Purdy's second year, and that's crazy. His second year, when they said, all right, his first year, 8 games, he went to the NFC Championship, which I ain't seen nobody do, and they don't even respect that, but no problem. His first full year, we went on the road, had to play the Steelers. Then we lost to the Browns because Moody missed that kick, that chip shot field goal, and they blamed Purdy for missing the kick. These people is sick. Then we had to go we stayed on the road. We played all the hard teams, all the playoff teams. Remember when we lost the Ravens on Christmas? Everybody was like, oh, we the weakest team, we the weakest team. We didn't even need to win. We still got to the Super Bowl. But why we had to play all the hard teams? Just to prove my quarterback first full season that he's good. But then soon as he makes it to the Super Bowl, we don't even play this. Soon as he makes it to the Super Bowl, oh, Purdy ain't no good. What? That's why you can't listen to none of this crap, man. When people come in here and they trying to troll, look, 5.2 fee, you might be your mama's fraudulent. See? You going to get your mama talked about. You see that? Like, see, that's the thing. That's the problem. Like I said, I ain't been on here in a minute to address a gang of the haters that they got. Quit hating on the Niners. Don't hate on nobody but the Niners. And that's sad. That's a sickness. That's why, like I said, really, it's draining. It's draining. You want to sit and hate on the Niners 24/7. Right on, Matty Ice. Right on, fam. You know what I'm saying? Right on, Fern. Right on, fam. Well, that's the fam in here. That's the fam, you dig? You know what I'm saying? See, that's why when I see, like I said, I ain't been on the man. I say I get on. It's getting towards the season anyway. We gonna be hype as hell once we start tearing. Look, we know Niners. We know what we finna do. We know what we finna do. Yeah, and they get mad. They get mad when the Niners win. You ever seen that? We made it. Look, the Lions in the NFC Championship. That halftime we was losing. I was online. I mean, I've never heard so many derogatory things towards the Niners. We win that game by one of the biggest margins in the NFL in history. And it was Purdy that did it. They still called Purdy a bum. They still said the Niners wasn't no good, and we make it to the Super Bowl with a quarterback who only played a year and a half. What you guys got to understand, especially Niners, y'all got to understand, they hated us, and we won the NFC, the whole NFC. They hated us then. Last year, they hated us. So you hate us when we win it. So you hate us when we lose it. That's why I don't give a damn what they say. I don't even care. So there is no medium ground. That's why I say when you want to hate, get them the hell out of here. Go find their mom and get that bitch out of here too. You feel me? Because that's all they gonna do. They not even, and it's the sad part about it. It's not even where they trying to make it be in the middle compromise. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Well, why they did this or why they did that? They don't care about none of that. We just hate the Niners, so we gonna find anything to hate on them. And remember when they used to hate on the Niners, what they used to do? KC, the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, what's going on? They don't exist no more. The Chiefs just don't exist no more. They just don't exist. Chiefs fans just don't exist no more. All because you got shellacked. You feel me? Now remember, they said the Niners choked, taking the Kansas City Chiefs and the referees to overtime in the Super Bowl. The Chiefs get shellacked. And come on now, man. That was an ass whooping. They got shellacked. They played a good game. Oh, man, they played a good game. Where? What was good about that? The best thing about the Super Bowl was watching Kendrick Lamar. What are you talking about? See, but then they want to come on here and then say, that's why you don't listen to him. That's why you can care less about him. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You said, didn't who lose? Didn't who lose? Oh, security. See how easy that is? Niners. You see how easy that is? Hey, Fern, I seen that 49er. I think he must be in this. I seen him on somebody else's live. But you see how easy it is to get rid of these cats, man? Don't even listen to it. I used to address some of that crap. You know what I'm saying? I used to address, that champagne of beers. You feel me? I used to address that crap when people come in here and talk crazy. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? I used to address some of that crap. The reason I don't address it no more, why? If you had valid points, if they had valid points, people said, okay, well, the Niners are no good because they get injured. And I would say, okay, let's talk about this. But they say, oh, well, they got injured last year. Let's talk about the year before. Oh, well, they went to the Super Bowl. Okay, let's talk about the year before. Well, they was an NFC champion. Okay, let's talk about the year. Hold on a second. So you're telling me it's not a pattern that this happens? Now, you're just trolling. You're supposed to say, oh, well, I was just trolling. Okay, let me understand that. We'll boot you out as necessary, and then we'll go from there. But, if we're going to have a conversation, have a conversation. You feel me? No, I didn't. Tom Brady could play. Tom Brady could play. Let me tell you something. This is what Patrick Mahomes and the referees used to do. Patrick Mahomes, and he tried to do it with the Eagles. Patrick Mahomes used to run around, and they're holding people. And he used to run around, throw the ball, and hopefully get a pass interference. This is what he used to do. You got to remember, he was the only quarterback with the most overturned interceptions in NFL history. You know how long the NFL been around? So this is when he was doing that stuff, I said, this is what he does. I've never seen Tom Brady run around. I've never seen him do that. If Tom Brady got a call, most of the calls was because either just roughing a passer or somebody trying to hurt him. Remember, he had a decent O-line. He literally, not them choking Bosa. Come on now, man. They got videos of the stuff with the cat. You ain't going to find videos like that on Tom Brady. Like I said, you're going to find the Deflategate and when they was Spygate and stuff like that. Chokeholds? I've never seen a chokehold. I only seen it 3 times. All of it Chiefs. I literally can show, go on my content. Where they had Bosa, a chokehold, where somebody got you in there like they trying to put you in a sleeper. Go look at it. That wasn't the only one. That wasn't the only one. They did it twice this year, the year that just passed. But Bosa it was so clear because the referee was standing right there. Bosa got his hands up looking at the referee and Bosa getting choked. The referee just waited for Mahomes to throw the ball. Looking at Bosa. See? That's why I don't even, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, Lico, you said stop watching football. Security, TJ, you said, I think we're cooked. What do you mean? Why would you think that? Why would you think that? Literally, Bay Area fan, literally. Had to bust open a new one, you feel me? Had to bust open a new one. They always hating on him, man. They always hating on him. They always hating on the Niners. You feel me, man? You feel me? Yeah, we got rid of Debo. Hey, it is what it is. It's Friday night, man. It's Friday night. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling with the family. It's Friday night. You know what I'm saying? You said go who? Oh, yeah. You feel me, Burn? Hold on, let me... Wait. Give me one quick second. Boom. Feel me? Friday night. You know, we have long work weeks, you feel me? What up, GP? What's going on? Niners, baby. Niners. You new to the Niner Nation? Welcome. You feel me? You ain't got to be new. We all fam. What they say in the club, we all fam. You feel me? It's all Niners up in here. You know what I'm saying? Usually we have one or two scragglers trying to come in here and talk mess. We got security for that. We got security for that. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's why I don't worry about when people come in here. You feel me? In the clear. When people come in here with that garbage, the thing is, when you go and look, okay, yeah, we can sit and talk about, well, the season, next season and the free agency. Damn all that. We talking about Niners. You feel me? I have no problem having debates. We can have debates, you feel me? But I want them to, Still Dre, you want them to sign Bosa. Actually, I do too. You know why I want them to sign the Bosa brothers? Well, not brothers, because one already signed. But why I want them to sign Joey Bosa. Okay, they say he get injured a lot. Okay, he get injured a lot. But that's with the Chargers. And that's what the Chargers, they went to the playoffs last year. You got to remember that. You know what I'm saying? They got Harbaugh over there. With the Chargers, he was getting hurt a lot. I don't really think it's too much. I'm thinking the team was trash. So if they trash, I'm not going to play the whole season. He probably said, I got 5-6 sacks. I'm just going to sit out. My leg hurt. My back hurt. And then all of a sudden, he comes to the Niners. He competing with his little brother. You think he going to tough it out. I guarantee you. Your little brother over there, and he playing, and they're going to be fighting for them sacks. They're going to be fighting for them sacks. That's what I want to see. Come on, you got to remember, so-called Devontae Adams was hurt with the Raiders. I mean, the minute they traded him, he was on the practice field with the Jets. He was like, oh, yeah, that injury just completely went away. On the plane trip over there, the injury went away. Yeah, right. You feel me? Moose, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? I'll bring him. I'll bring him there. But like I said, they got a lot of and they gonna do some good picks. They gonna have some good picks. But I would like to. We don't know what happened to Drake Jackson, Darren Waller. And what happened to Darren Waller? He just disappeared. Drake Jackson was supposed to be that defensive end. He played one good year, and that was it. Not even a year. He played like a half a season, and he been injured. He was born injured. That's it. He just be injured. Drake Jackson, and I thought he was going to be that. He played one good game, and that was against the Raiders. You feel me? That was against the Raiders. He just disappeared. He just disappeared. You know what I'm saying? And I thought, first saw him, I was like, yeah, he got some promise. If you're a rookie, your first year, I give you grace. Because what do? They got college stuff, combine, rookie mini camp, regular camp, preseason. They're going to be wore out. That's why the next season, watch Malik Mustafa and Renardo Green and Dominique Pooney next year. Watch them. That's how everybody know that Ricky Pearsall going to be balling. This motherfucker went through hella shit and was shot. You said the Rams need Adams if they lose Kupp. Kupp is already gone. Ain't he gone already? I'll take Myles Garrett to Frisco, but that's unlikely. That's unlikely. He don't want to be there. But they look for DK Metcalf. They said they wanted a first and a third or something like that. Imagine what they want for Myles Garrett. So they're not gonna. And if I'm the Niners, I'm not. I wouldn't even. No. He'd have to specifically want to come to the Niners, where they gonna have to make a decision, and I doubt that. You feel me? People be forgetting about Grindle. Grindle, he balling. But the thing is, he was a rookie. So I give you grace because he was put in to just put him in there after everybody got injured. So, and then you're going to get injured. You got to rest. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? When? I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. Myles Garrett to Chicago? I didn't hear that. To the Bears. Myles Garrett? I didn't hear that. And Grindle got speed. They're going to be using him as a wide receiver. Watch. Mr. Escobar. Feel good about yourself saying that? I'm just asking, you feel good about yourself? I'm just asking, do you feel good about yourself saying that? You just came into a Niner thing and I'm asking, do you feel good about yourself saying that? You said Garindo is soft. Thank you, Garindo. Yes, Garindo will replace Debo in the playbook. Yep, and I have no problem with that. He a big dude. Watch, the thing is he going to get in that NFL locker room. He going to start eating right, you know what I'm saying, because they know how the nutrition stuff. He going to get in there with the weights. They going to know how to deal with him. You said Debo is soft? You said Debo is soft? Are you okay? Are you okay? Drugs? Drugs? You feel me? You feel me? You feel me, Fern? I'm like, what is this guy talking about? What is this guy talking about? You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, this year, what I'm expecting is, you feel me, Fern? The Niners people don't understand. We already said, they talking about, we don't need no rebuild. Put it like this. We got our quarterback. We have our quarterback. You know, if you rebuilding and you don't got a quarterback, it's going to take you 5 years. We got our quarterback. Imagine this. If Lynch and Shanahan said, all right, how do you disagree? If Lynch and Shanahan just said, all right, let's just go through free agency and go get another tackle, another guard, Trent Williams through free agency. So that's veterans. And we got Christian McCaffrey. We got Ricky Pearsall. Go get Devontae Adams. Juwan Jennings is a baller. IU going to be coming back. I don't see nobody messing with that offense. And you think you can stop Kittle? Come on now, man. I don't see nobody. That's not you don't need to rebuild. You have your quarterback. Let me tell you something. You have your quarterback. You know what the Cowboys' problem is? They got Dak Prescott. That's their problem. Right on, fam. Look at Thor. That's what I'm talking about, fam. That's what I'm talking about. How is Denial real? Wait, the Niners don't got no quarterback? You don't think the Niners got a quarterback? You don't think Purdy's a good quarterback? How? Explain it. How? You don't think Purdy's a good quarterback? You don't think he is? Wait. Is it because he went to the Super Bowl his second year or the NFC Championship his first year? Which one is it? Explain it. Explain it. I'm going to wait for you to explain. And we ain't going to block you. Truth Seeker, we don't want to block him. He's saying Purdy's not good. And I want to know how. Go ahead. Or better yet, what's your team? What's your team, Truth Seeker? Thor Marino filming. Yeah, hey, he a baller. Purdy's a baller. Even Joe Montana said it. Even Joe Montana said it. He said last year was just one of them years. You don't think Joe Montana ever had a bad year? Joe Montana? Truth Seeker, you've been a Niner fan since 85. Then you on drugs. You on drugs if you saying that you a Niner and you think Purdy ain't no good. You on drugs, homie, and that means you ain't no Niner. You ain't no Niner, and you ain't been watching football. You got to be on drugs. You on drugs, homeboy. You ain't finna come in here and be doing that false Niner stuff, being an Eagles fan or a Cowboy fan or somebody else, and say you a Niner, so I sit here and talk to you, homeboy. You ain't finna be no Niner, right on Fast Freddy. You ain't finna say you a Niner and gonna hate on the Niners. You ain't gonna do that. We don't allow that up in here. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna sit up in here and talk mess about the Niners saying that you're a Niner. I'm not gonna allow you to do it. Now, explain to me how you said Purdy wasn't no good. And start from the first year. Because he only played 3. Start from the first year. You said Purdy wasn't no good. Explain it. Start from the first year. He only played 3 years. So give me 3 years that you saying he wasn't no good. No, truth seeker. Go ahead. I'm gonna wait for you. Go ahead. He only played 3 years, so it shouldn't be that hard. It shouldn't be that hard. Purdy didn't play 3 years. Give me all 3 years why he was no good. See, don't play with it. Don't play with it. Go ahead. He can't do it. You feel me? He can't do it. See, if you trolling, homeboy, you know what we got for them trolls. You know what we got for them trolls. Literally, he a top 10 QB. Literally. And last year was a bad year, and he's like, what, top 7, top 8? That's why he finna get paid. Oh, yeah, we're going to enjoy that 5th rounder for sure. Oh, y'all can have Debo. Appreciate it. It's really 2.5 what? 2.5 what? No, he said not counting the Super Bowl year. Nobody can ever. They bet not count the Super. You gotta understand. It's quarterbacks. Okay, I'm gonna ask this. No, this dude he ain't saying nothing back again. How many Super Bowls? And we're counting Super Bowls. And that's all I'm asking is Super Bowls. How many Super Bowls have Lamar Jackson been in? Thank you. Whoa, look at 0, 0, 0, 0. Whoa. Rob, 0. No, wait. Hold on. Let's. I'm not gonna boot you, homie. You said he didn't have half the roster. They beat us. What are you talking about? The Ravens beat the Niners. What the hell are you talking about? He didn't have half the roster Purdy had. They beat us. What's wrong with you? Drugs. This is drugs. See, when I hear this right here, the excuse they just came for him, this is drugs. See, that's why ain't Trump trying to get the fentanyl out the drugs. He trying to get fentanyl out, and you here doing it. You right in here doing it. This is the problem. I asked a simple question. All I said was, how many Super Bowls have Lamar Jackson been in? And he literally said, oh, well, he didn't have half the roster. He didn't have half the roster, but then beat the Niners at home. See, you can't sit and do that, dude. You can't sit and do that. You can't, like I said, and everybody gave you how many he won. I mean, I just said how many Super Bowls he's been to. All the years, Lamar Jackson, Mr. MVP every year. Except last year, they stole it from him. That's another story. But Mr. MVP every year. Ain't never been to one Super Bowl. But Purdy is the one that's no good because he went to a Super Bowl. Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense. Don't just sit in here and troll, man. If you're going to troll, all right, let's laugh. Ha ha. But if you call yourself speaking facts and you got excuses why a certain quarterback ain't been nowhere, get out of my face. Just go ahead and boot yourself, man. Go ahead and boot yourself. I didn't say his accolades. I know Lamar Jackson is all that. But when you say, well, he didn't have nobody on his team, you know how many Pro Bowlers? How many? Do you know what he got on his team? Do you? I'll help you out better than that. I'm going to help you out better than that. How many Super Bowls, what you got, Josh Allen? How many Super Bowls have Josh Allen been in? I just said Super Bowls. I didn't say all the stats and all the other stuff. 0. 0, none, 0, none, 0. 0. I was getting a lot of zeros, nuns, 0. Was it 0? 0. This is quite. I'm seeing a pattern here. I'm seeing a pattern here. I'm saying, and the reason I bring up these guys, not because they're not good quarterbacks. That's not the reason. I'm not bringing that up. I'm bringing that up because you guys say Purdy is no good because he went. I'm trying. Come on now. No, man. I know I ain't drunk too many of these. You got to give me the facts. You got to explain to me why Purdy is no good, because he went to a Super Bowl his second year, Mr. Irrelevant. But then you have quarterbacks who is first-round picks that have never even seen a Super Bowl. But you don't even want Purdy to get nothing. He's no good, and he's this, he's that. I know you trolling. I know you. That's I say I blame the public school system. The reason I blame the public school system, you don't even know when to troll. You went to 2 NFC championships. But if the Super Bowl is the pinnacle, come on now. I can get on the Chiefs and the cheating and why we didn't. I can get on that. But like I said, I just say this is why we didn't win. And this is why Purdy got to the Super Bowl. You didn't think he had nothing to do with beating the Lions? Nothing? Purdy, look, when we went, remember we were the NFC champions. He didn't have nothing to do with beating the Packers, nothing. I can show you where he literally helped us win that game. We beat the Packers. Remember this. We beat the Packers. Jordan Love had the ball last and threw a pick. As soon as they lost, what did everybody say? Well, the best quarterback didn't win. We played the Lions. Purdy came back and helped us win that game. Oh, well, you know, it was everybody else on the team. Y'all got to make it make sense, man. Y'all got to make it make sense. That's why this year it's a no-nonsense year. I don't care about nothing that y'all haters are saying. Nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Most of you, like I said, I'm even allowing some. Most of you, that's why I say boot him out. I boot him out. I don't care. I don't care. Oh, Purdy ain't no good. I don't care. So what? While we winning, we're steady winning. Purdy ain't no good. We steady winning. I don't care what you say. I don't care. That's not that. I'm not even biting into that crap no more because you can't explain it. You can't explain it. You're just a hater. You a hater. Your mama was a hater. You come from a long line of haters. That's the problem. That's the problem. And then you want to sit here and try to project that on we Niners up in here, baby. We Niners up in here. Niners up in here. We know what it is. We nothing else to prove. Nothing else to prove. What you thought? You got to understand, Niners been proving shit since the 80s. Since the 80s. It's teams that's just, do you understand when I say it's teams that's just now catching up to the Niners? I already posted the stats. Go post what team got. Look, listen, go ahead. You see how many teams been winning? The Chiefs and the referees. Look at all the wins at Buffalo and the Ravens. Look at all these wins. Go look right. Google's your best friend. Find out what team got the most playoff wins ever. Go ahead, go look. Go look. You know why and they won't do it. You know why they won't? First of all, they mom on crack. That's one reason. But they won't do it because they don't want to do the facts, man. The facts. They hate the facts. So tell me now. Hold on a second. Listen. I'm glad you said something. I'm glad you said something. Anybody in here? How many times did I say Purdy was elite? We're going to wait on you, homeboy. How many times what did I ask you? I said, how many times did those guys I asked you about say, how many times have they been to the Super Bowls? You said Purdy was elite. You want him to be elite? Okay, Purdy's elite. You want him to be elite? Okay. You want Purdy to be elite? Okay, you can do that. Yeah, what's wrong with top 10? What's wrong with top 10? I did say he should be like 7 or 8. Really, 6? What's wrong with that? So you saying all top 10 is elite? Sam Darnold was in the top 10, and he's a bum. What are you trying to get to, man? Before I block you, what is that? What are you talking about? Huh? What are you trying to say? Because you're trying to say something. You're trying, get it out. Get it out. I understand you didn't take, let me tell you, in school, you had the one class, huh? In high school, you had the one class. Everybody was changing classes. You had one class. You had math, read, you had all in one class. And they was like, nah, you don't go out there with the other kids. You stay in this class. You feel me? One and only, right home, fam. You know what I'm saying? You stay in this class. You can't go out with the other kids. So you had the class, we call it the dummy shack. You was in a dummy shack, homie, huh? Mr. Escobar, you was in the dummy shack. So now that you was in the dummy shack, I want you to explain. See, you can't explain it. I blame the public school system, man. What you know what I'm saying? That little short yellow bus, what it do? Fam, that little bus, they threw the helmet on him and told him to get on the bus. You said, okay, let me help you out. Let me help you out. Let's see, I'm glad. These are good discussions. You said he needs them pieces to be elite. Trent Williams helps him to be okay. Let me ask you something, Mr. Ryan B. So, are you supposed to have no offensive line, no tackle, no wide receiver? You're not supposed to have nothing. Is Purdy the only quarterback? Because let me help you out. Let me tell you what happened with a quarterback. Tom Brady said, this team is no good. We have no help. Tom Brady didn't stick it out. Guess what he said? I'm getting the fuck out of here. Belichick said, nah, I can win multiple Super Bowls with Mac Jones. Mr. Ryan B. How many Super Bowls did Belichick win when Tom Brady left? Tom Brady said, I ain't got no O-line. I ain't got no receivers. I don't got no more help. But leave it up to you guys. You telling me Purdy's not supposed to have no O-line, no wide receivers, no help. And he's still supposed to go to Super Bowls? Tom Brady couldn't do it. But you want a quarterback who's Mr. Irrelevant to do it, huh? The problem is you're a hater. And with you being a hater, you'll never be satisfied. See? You'll never be satisfied. That's just what it is. Hold on.